That means Congress doesn't vote. Well, I'm glad to see you. No, I tell you, I enjoy conversion.
And then went on, here it is. Bring it home.
Congress doesn't keep
Dark
the
Brandon.
programs the way they are. They'd go away. Other Republicans say, I'm not saying it's a majority of you. I don't even think it's even a significant, but it's being proposed by individuals.
Exactly.
I'm not politely not naming them, but it's being proposed by some of you. Look, folks, the idea is that we're not going to be moved into being threatened to default on the debt if we don't respond. Folks, as we all apparently agree, Social Security and Medicare is off the books now.
Turned it on them.
Negotiated it right in their faces.
One must go to StephanieMiller.com to get an Alpha Liberal t-shirt in honor of Dark Brandon last night.
He was good.
Oh, that was the best. That was like my best night at Yuck Yucks. Although I feel like Marjorie Taylor Greene couldn't afford a ticket to Yuck Yucks. It would be like the bowling alley, comedy night.
Well, she's complaining about the lack of money that she gets in Congress.
Yes, exactly. Because they're the party of whiners. Oh, I know. The baby's bassinet is really a fire this morning. That's how you know how good Joe Biden was last night.
When did we find out that he was going to be giving a rebuttal?
I knew about it all day yesterday.
You? Okay.
I knew all day.
I didn't nothing about that.
I didn't see it until this morning.
Yeah.
Apparently, he did it right afterwards on Newsmax. I mean, it was probably it was 2 minutes.
Here's the rebuttal. That's it. Okay, and then there was a little poopy diaper. And
Well,
then
it
we were
started
done.
with this.
Yeah, Newsmax does that
Yeah.
Oh my God! Can we just say how? I mean, this is the GOP you're dealing with now. Oh my gosh, she's like the worst drunk in the worst comedy club in the country. Marjorie, what was that? Some Russian oligarch's wife's fur
coat?
thing or something?
I think she was trying to be dressed as a Chinese balloon because she was carrying around a gigantic white balloon yesterday.
Oh, so it was like Halloween for her.
Yes.
Yeah.
that was really bad cosplay.
John Gielgud in my head is like, normally one must go to a bowling alley to meet a woman of your stature. Although,
I want to side
in
by side
other Look at Me news, what the hell was that daffodil Kristen Sinema was wearing? Can she be any more Look at Me? Oh my God.
She came as a Georgia O'Keeffe.
She got that at the Fashion Bug at Christown Mall.
Look at me. I'm quirky. I'm eccentric. I'm a maverick. Look at this. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, I gotta say, CNN's Jake Tapper and Chris Wallace gush about feisty Biden's State of the Union speech, jousting with hecklers. Of course, it's unbelievably beneath the dignity of the United States Congress and Senate. But this is what we're stuck with. And he handled it. It literally, you know what it reminded me of when the right-wing caller called in when Lewis Black was in here.
Yeah.
It was like 3D chess.
Don't come after Dark Brandon with your one brain cell, Marge.
He was playing 3D chess.
Yeah.
He owned them. He's been in that chamber long enough to know how these things work.
Yeah. But Rick Scott wrote it down. They are proposing cutting Social
Yes.
Security and Medicare. They're open about it. He got them to agree live on camera
Ron
not
Johnson
to cut.
also proposed it.
They
Noted head Ron Johnson.
Ron Johnson and the other guy.
Oh,
Yeah. So,
another reason to play the Johnson ad. The Johnson, right?
Well, and this morning they played.
It's the GOP's Johnson.
Mike Lee complaining about that last night. Mike Lee, when he was running for Senate, saying, we're cutting it. We're cutting Social Security and Medicare.
Kevin McCarthy, who first of all looked completely constipated the entire night.
He did not know what to do.
Did he not stand for a democracy? He didn't stand for...
He stood for, there was one thing he stood for towards the very end. But it was like also like you could tell he was like afraid to clap because it's like, oh, if I clap and they don't clap and then...
Right.
Yeah, he seemed terrified the whole night.
Terrified the whole night.
And
constipated.
Weak.
Yeah,
he looked
pathetic. Weak.
I'm
Chicken.
sorry, GOP Johnson. Okay, hey. So Jake Tapper and Chris Wallace gushed over Biden's State of the Union, calling it feisty, singling out the magic moment Biden took on heckling Republicans. Biden, he looked like he was having fun.
He did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was like Paula Poundstone doing crowd work.
Not many people could walk into that chamber and do what he did last night.
He invoked plans from several Republicans that would cut Social Security and Medicare. Pat Tapper said he was feisty, he was combative, at times even responsive to the crowd. He was heckled quite often and quite rudely by many of the same hostile House Republicans, who made the Speaker's life so difficult a month ago when we were sitting there. Didn't Kevin McCarthy just lecture them in the morning?
Yes.
Yeah. We have that.
He shushed it. Tried to shush them last night. And they
Do
didn't
not.
listen.
There are cameras and microphones.
Oh,
He
got
was
it.
like Mom in Kmart.
clip 20. We got it.
Yeah.
We got him.
Yeah.
Him saying.
Here's Kevin McCarthy, Mom in Kmart.
So weak.
Mr. President, it's time to get to work.
That's yesterday.
Surely we...
Oh, sorry. Sorry, that was on.
Oh, pardon me. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead. Here it
I
is.
I have to go back to the
Oh,
page because you asked for
alright.
something from yesterday. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
The nature of this job.
20.
20. All right.
All right. Let's try again.
We have a code of ethics of how we should portray ourselves and also
Do
do
it.
our jobs, and that's exactly what we'll do. But we're not going to be childish games tearing up a
No.
speech.
Oh.
Nothing childish went on last night
I
at
see.
all.
I
Evan.
see. Oh my
He
God.
can't keep control of his own caucus. He's
doesn't
so weak.
She looks like I don't even know what to say. Like a drunk New Yorker at Bat Day at Yankee Stadium. Yeah! I'm like, I just cannot believe this monstrosity is in the Congress. I still can't. I'm sorry. Okay, the entire panel on CNN agreed Biden's handling of the hecklers was key. Wallace even called it the magic moment of the speech.
Well, CNN poll out this morning says that 72% of Americans approved of Biden's speech last night, including 43% of Republicans.
Oh, dear. Oh.
Which is crazy.
If you thought Kevin McCarthy looked uncomfortable last
Yeah.
night, imagine this morning.
Uh-huh.
He cornered them. He
Yeah.
cornered them on so many
did.
issues.
We have Carlos Alzraki live in studio to
Oh, that's right.
this
Yes.
morning
Yeah.
to talk about Sarah Huckabee
the
Sanders.
Dita Lee response.
We're going to have him do the entire third hour as Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Deedly deedly. In the deedly deedly. You know, sometimes you think you're funny when you're putting sound bites
Well, sometimes
down.
I put stuff in there and I wonder
Yes,
if you noticed them.
to see if I would notice it. Right.
Yeah.
You said being a heifer to 3 small calves. I don't believe a word of what the president... That's not what she said.
She said, okay, being a mother to 3 small children. But you know what? Same difference. Same difference.
Oh my God! Did you barf at her? Like, first of all, of course, the troops are glad to see the president on Christmas. The troops are always glad to see the president on Christmas.
No, she didn't
But to
say
make
which
him out-
president.
to make this draft dodging loser who's called the troops suckers and losers, and oh my God,
Well-
on and on. To make him out to be some sort of a hero, commander in chief. Oh,
That whole story that she said did not happen. If that happened, she would have pulled out the patch, and this was the soldier's patch that he gave
God.
me.
And
They're such
her,
liars.
Her rebuttal was nothing but culture war stuff.
Yes.
Oh,
that is not what the Republicans ran on. The Republicans
Outside
ran on economic stuff.
Heavy-
And now that they're in office, they've completely ignored economic stuff.
it was heavy on deedly deedly, is what
Yes.
it was.
Oh my gosh! If you did not live in a Fox News bubble, you would not have understood half of what she was saying.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, been saying forever. Biden, all he has to do is state his accomplishment. They're cold hard numbers and facts, right?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, which douchebag yelled when he was talking about fentanyl? It's your fault. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
This just we are like, oh my, they're full on the idiocracy. They're the crowd in idiocracy, right? Once again, I don't have the numbers in front of me, Travis, but as we say all the time, he has seized more fentanyl at the border than
yeah.
every president combined. Like it just okay. They have no facts on their side at all. Okay, do we want to play Baby Whining yet, or must we, or can we still just stay in the afterglow? Oh, also, Lauren Boebert prayed for Biden's death yesterday.
Yes.
So that's the Republican Congress that we are faced with. A heckling, classless, rude bunch of terrorists. Yes, where was... Hang on.
If she keeps that up, she's not going to win her next election.
No, we
got-
she
we-
barely won this last one.
We've got it. Clip 23.
Yeah, Lindy Lee said Lauren Boebert just prayed for Joe Biden's death. Her crowd of evangelicals laughed and cheered. Last June, she also prayed for Biden's death. Her audience also cheered. This is the self-proclaimed party of Jesus Christ. This is the self-appointed party of Christianity.
Oh my
Yeah, we
God.
have 23.
All right, okay. All right.
It's all right. We pray for our presidents. It says, let his days be few and another take his office. That's why I filed articles of impeachment for Joe Biden. Unfortunately, he does have a really great insurance policy named Kamala Harris.
Garbage.
See how she's immediately going to go, oh, I just meant impeachment. I didn't mean whatever.
Of
Oh,
course.
please.
She's garbage.
Anybody that hears somebody say, I pray his days will be few, you know exactly what she was saying. It's just,
She's garbage.
I think a lot of people have a lot of things in their craw, including
Oh,
Karen
goodness.
in Chicago.
Oh,
It's one of those
early. This is
getting
early.
things out of people's craw
Oh,
day.
okay.
Hello, Karen in Chicago.
Declaw yourself.
Yeah. Hello, Karen.
Good morning.
Oh,
Yes.
now she's there.
That was amazing. It was amazing. I heard Simone Sanders refer to Marjorie Trader Green as a real housewife.
That is what
it's
she
like
looked
all I could
yes.
think about is Kim.
I expected Lisa Rinna to come throw wine in her
She
face.
kind of looked like Kim Richards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real Kim Richards vibes.
Exactly.
And almost as dumb.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Exactly. That's
And a
exactly
little drunk.
that meme with Kim Richards. Anyway, yes, exactly. So I just want to say, though, it was quintessential Joe Biden, right? And the way he engaged them, that's why, I mean, I always kind of like stop being, working on a bipartisan, stop reaching across the aisle with these people. They're horrible. But that was his strength, and engaging him, by engaging them and challenging them to go look it up, he was speaking to people at home, too.
Yeah.
That were, maybe
let's work
wouldn't know
across
this
the aisle
stuff,
with
right?
people praying
And it
for
was-
my death, right? I mean, it's insane. This whole let's try to work
but
together.
But it was just, and then think about it. He's talking to people about things that every single one of us can relate to and
Yeah.
feel. Talking, about fees, extra fees. And
Yeah, I love that.
how
And
these
it's
big
not even a
corporations
resort.
Made all this money.
I love that
Yes,
it's not even a
and-
resort, and, you get a
but then-
resort fee. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. And, but being able to talk to people and really take it to them in their homes,
Yeah.
we all feel it. And then you have Huckleberry Dingleberry
Yes.
going and talking about
So immature.
woke mobs,
Yeah.
about woke mobs
Yeah.
and about, all this nonsense that, like, Travis, you were saying, people, unless you're in a Fox News bubble, you have no idea what
Right.
she was even referring to.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of people were saying that
know?
last night. Like, unless you watch Fox News 24/7, you have no idea what she's talking about. I will give her credit, Karen. She did seem to lasso that one eye. I don't know what's happened. Maybe Quado, her the twin that she absorbed, is somehow
She got it
has
surgically taken care
also
of.
become soulless and does not have to. Because she used to just, it was like on a slide whistle when she lied when she was.
Oh, yeah.
Press secretary, she would just that one eye would go a little rogue, like I'm lying,
It would pop out on a spring and then pop back in.
Right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. She didn't have much of a poker face when she was lying.
It was-
Yeah. And you would hear the slide whistle. She'd be like,
Well, we established what that was. That was her chimera twin.
Yes.
It
Yeah.
got the soul.
"Quado." Yeah.
And so every time she lied, that's why it was resisting.
Oh no.
It's the piece that got the soul.
Yeah.
Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. I hope you'll join me on my new audio podcast, Justice Matters. I'll be using my 30 years as a federal prosecutor and Army JAG to unpack, break down, and explain the legal issues of the day, particularly where the legal intersects with the political. Please look for Justice Matters with Glenn Kirshner wherever you generally get your podcasts.